a lovely Monday morning. My name is Monika Chanda alongside Valentine Mabhugu, and we are your hosts on The Grill. And this morning we take a focus on road traffic safety as we are in the festive season, and many of us will be shutting down our different organizations, and for those who will be plying many of Zimbabwe's roads and beyond the borders, it is a crucial time for us to take cognizance of the fact that we need to drive to stay alive. And if you are to look at some of the stories in our local dailies, every day there is one horror news piece that comes to our attention. And like any other day, today, if you are to turn to the paper in the Chronicle, horror crash on road to Johannesburg, untimely end for Zimbabwean children. And this is just one of many horror stories that we are faced with on our roads. So to help us tackle the issue of road traffic safety, we have invited from the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, Mr Chinoda. He is the spokesperson for the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe. Thank you for joining us and welcome to The Grill.
Thank you, Monika, Valentine, and our listeners. We are here to grill.
As we speak on road traffic safety this morning, we will be touching on some of the factors that lead to road carnage. We'll also be looking at some of the precautionary measures that you and I can take this festive season and beyond. It's not just about the festive season, it's also into the new year. It's also about our daily lives as we try and exercise zero tolerance against any traffic incidences on our road. Mr. Chinoda, road traffic safety in Zimbabwe. Like I mentioned, one story already today, that horror crash on our roads, and last week we had another tragedy which took place along Chiremba Road, and if I'm not mistaken, it was somewhere around in Hillside. One of many tragedies. Road traffic safety. What is happening? Why can't we seem to have zero tolerance against these kinds of incidences?
Yeah, the major challenge is it involves everyone. And to bring everyone into understanding, to appeal to the inner person of every road user is much of an uphill task. It needs everyone's collective consciousness around the issues. The 17 million of us road users, it can never be a one-man band. It's so very sad, but what we need to do is not to think outside boxes, but to throw the boxes away completely. Because since independence, we can speak to the Regina Cheli bus disaster, Masvingo Teachers College bus disaster, Mega Lee King Lion Munga bus disaster. The same things happen over and over again, in spite of increase or in volume of traffic as well as new drivers. But what is it that we have not done? Which stakeholders, which policymakers must consider? So it's throwing the boxes away completely and then starting afresh around a table. In these boardrooms, are people thinking or singing? We want to save lives and we must slow down. And how do we do that? Chikuru hakusi kufema, chikuru kufunga. People are not thinking how they're going to use the road. And that's our theme, that's our hashtag. Chikuru hakusi kufema. Zongoro rinofema, Mombedzi rinofema, hadzifungi. Most of our road users today are just those people who are saying zombie-like. They're not thinking. So we don't want that.
You just mentioned that chikuru kufunga.
Yes.
And we've been having these conversations for the longest of times. We've been speaking on road traffic safety, precautionary measures. Every year we speak on this, and not just only during the festive season. Every holiday and every other day we try and ensure we have these conversations. But we seem to have this sort of ignorance on the part of human behavior.
I think it's negligence. Every one of our drivers is aware of what to do on the roads according to the code of the road, the highway code. Let's just take a look at the two last disasters. Friday, it was a case of speeding. And if some passengers were inciting the driver to carry on, others were saying, but this is not the way to go. All the passengers, 75 of them, should have united against one driver who was so negligent. People want to blame the road, want to blame. We must first fill or seal the potholes in our attitudes. And then we are going to be squarely fighting road carnage. This one, Abantwana, who are being carried illegally. like child trafficking, trying to run away, the quantum, trying to run away from police. And by so doing, when you are involved in running battles with the law enforcement agents, you cease to be concentrating on the road. Then at the end of the day, lives have been lost, innocent lives. And who is supposed to be thinking? The parents of the children. Why don't you just get the papers which are required? Why the paramarket way of doing things? That road, that motorway, that highway is not supposed to be an experiment laboratory. We cannot experiment with the road. Driving without licenses. Everyone seems to be taking it as the order of the day, even from church people. People are not thinking around these issues until and unless we get into the trouble of the disaster. Then we start to say, what is it that we're not doing? But we've ample time to organize our house, put our house in order. State of mind of the road user is what we want to affect.
Having said that, granted, we are talking about this, people know what is supposed to be done. But let me bring you to what you are doing in terms of stakeholder engagement, the different people that are involved, the policymakers, public transport owners, the drivers, the private drivers as well, in terms of how we can get them engaged and focused as well, because it looks like it's always about loss of focus that is causing quite a lot of these accidents happening on our roads.
Very true, Valentine. We're seeking to be an authority. Right now, we're just a lobbying setup like National AIDS Council, Traffic Safety Council. We're not like EMA, who are an authority like Zimbabwe. Once we are transformed into a road safety authority, it means we shall demand